So the governor of Missouri is sending the National Guard out to Ferguson to basically tame the Negroes and stop them from creating violence. Now, for you guys that watch my videos on a consistent basis, I have a mixed feeling about the National Guard. But over time, just seeing a lot of stuff that's going on, I don't think the National Guard is the answer to a lot of things that are going on. Whether you talk about certain gang issues that's going on in LA, whether we talk about what's going on in Chicago, whether we talk about what's going on in Ferguson. Now, I stated in my previous video that I think that we have a group of black people, and I understand why our people are outraged, and then we have people out there within our community that are opportunists. They're going out there, they're saying, hey, let me take advantage of a situation. Let me go out here and loot a store, or tear up something so I can get me, a free pair of Jordans, or, a big 52-inch TV. So we have those people in our community that are out here not because they care about Michael Brown and justice for him and stopping this police violence that's going on against our people and in our community, but because they want to come up on something. So we have a group of people like that in our community. Then we have people out there who are actually trying to make change and get justice. And what I find to be kind of funny about it, well, not funny, but I find it to be ironic, is that when we have issues like this going on in our community, when we talk about what's going on in Chicago with the high violent rate, which that's going on all across America, but people are focusing on Chicago right now because of President Obama. Once he's out of office, Chicago is going to fall to the waistline. So that's why people are focusing on Chicago right now. But we got violence in Philadelphia, okay, Los Angeles, New York, all across America. But when these things are going on, when we have young black people in general getting gunned down by the police, nobody says anything. But see, when we have officers who are getting shot because of the frustration of these people who live in these communities dealing with these issues, they want to send the National Guard out. And last night I believe it was chaos in Ferguson. I believe 2 officers got shot. Somebody was using, I guess, the bean bags or whatever and using them against the police. And, not saying I condone it, but, I understand because, we've been, since the beginning of time, we've been getting shot down with water holes, dogs sicked on us, shot down for no reason, being unarmed, being harassed by the police. You got this stop and frisk bullshit that's going on, and nobody says anything. But see, when you shoot an officer, they want to send a National Guard out. And, as far as the National Guard, I mean, part of me with this situation, I think it can be tamed and things could be resolved without bringing the National Guard up. But then, like I said, we do have a group of people who are out here to cause destruction. But also, I think that the people who are out there for positivity and trying to get something done, they need to talk to those people who are out there basically just being opportunists. They need to come down on there. Make sure those people are purged out of the situation that they're trying to contain and trying to get something done with. And you see the governor took it upon himself, to send a National Guard out. But why can't these governors and these politicians do this when we have issues going on within our community? And that's what I was talking about in my previous video. There's selective outrage, there's selective concern with not only just these governors, but President Obama, political officials, these people who get on TV and amp everybody up. There's selective concern. And these are the people that we need to come down on. That's why I said in my previous video, go to your civil council meeting, get in your governor's face, get in the president's face. These people who dictate what goes on in our country, these are the people we need to go against. These are the people we need to come down on. Go to your police department. Because us coming out here and looting stores or tearing up our own community, it's not going to get anything done. The only message that you're giving out is that, you know, these Negroes have no sense. They're you know, terrorists to the community and to America as a whole. And you're giving these people like the, you know, National Guard and the police department to shoot you down. And you know, these little National Guard people, they're really no different than the police department. You have people within the National Guard that don't give a damn about black people, can care less about what's going on in Ferguson or with this whole Michael Brown issue, and they will shoot you down. Because the governor's basically giving them permission. Okay, go over here and tame these Negroes. Make sure nothing gets out of line. And you will have some of these people that are in the National Guard with itchy trigger fingers. And that's why I don't agree with the National Guard being put into place in every situation, especially when it comes down to the black community. You know, people try to talk about, oh, well, you know, it's killing, and you know, they always like to use the term black on black crime, and we need to bring the National Guard. And no, it's bigger than the National Guard, and the Negroes need a pat on their behind. It's deeper than that. We got a job issue out here. We have police brutality. We have blacks who are being targeted for the prison industrial complex. We have a poor educational system. Lack of resources. It's bigger than just the Negroes don't know how to act. So we have to bring the National Guard into the community. And I don't agree with this because, like I've said before, you know, I've come out of, you know, quote unquote places that are considered the ghetto or the hood. And I know how the police department and the National Guard react to certain issues in certain communities. You know, if you lived in a middle class, upper class neighborhood, you're not going to totally understand what the National Guard coming to a black community really is. These people don't give a damn about us. But see, the minute that, you know, black folks start to defend themselves, and we start to react to a lot of frustrations and things that are going on within our community, they want to take action. They want to take charge. But see, charge and action should have been taken to before all this happened. And like I've said before in previous my video, I did a video last year where I talked about police brutality. It's a serious issue going on here in America. And these people who dictate what goes on in this country are not doing anything about it. And that's why we have people out here marching and you know, people who don't really know how to combat a lot of these issues while they're out here looting stores, and they feel like, well, tearing up my community or, you know, shooting against the police, that's the way to go. But black people, you know, for those black people who are out there in Ferguson, those people who you see out there being destructive, causing chaos, those who are giving the government and these people who run this country permission to send people out like the National Guard or give the police department cover for shooting our people down, those people you guys need to get on. Because see, what happens is that they take a few bad apples and they become the face and voice for the whole protest and everything that the black people who have a positive motive, they become the face and voice for those people. And it makes everyone look bad. And what happens is that you have innocent people who are minding their own business, trying to get something done, trying to get justice, trying to stop a lot of this madness that we have going on in our country. They're the ones that get hurt or killed or shot down. So, you know, I just think that, you know, we need to collectively educate each other on what's going on, have a tactic, have a blueprint of what we want to get done. Because a lot of times within the black community, you know, we hoop and holler, or you got these church-going, Bible-thumping people who want to sit around and talk about praying all the time, but do no work in the streets. We don't have an agenda, and we basically just go out here and get emotional about certain things, and nothing gets done. It's time that we create a blueprint, create an agenda, start unifying with each other, and we get things done. But that's all I got to say. Black folks, you know, be safe out there. Those who are in Ferguson, be safe. I heard, you know, a lot of people are, you know, losing their jobs, you know, because of, you know, transportation issues out there and people not being able to get around there. You know, people are scared to go outside in their own community. So those people out there, be safe, be smart, protect yourself. But at the same time, we need to come together and we need to unify. I'm out.